still awake, babe. I know, your eyes are already closed and you're probably halfway to dreamland, but I just can't keep all this to myself tonight. You look so peaceful lying there, but I just need to hear the sound of your breath while I talk. Don't wake up all the way, okay? Just stay right there. My day at school was such a total, absolute disaster, and the whole time I was just counting down the minutes, literally every single second, until I could be right here, tucked in next to you. It started off so bad this morning. I woke up 40 minutes late because my phone died overnight and the alarm never went off. I had to rush out the door without even brushing my hair properly, and I was wearing 2 different colored socks. It was drizzling outside in that annoying misty way, and of course I forgot my jacket in the hallway. By the time I finally reached the bus stop, I was shivering and my hair was a total frizzy mess. I must have looked like a wet cat walking into the first period. It was English Lit, and Mr. Henderson was in one of his moods where he decides to do a surprise pop quiz on a book we haven't even finished yet. I was sitting there staring at the questions about Shakespeare like they were written in some secret code. I kept imagining you sitting there next to me, maybe making a funny face to make me laugh and forget how stressed I was. Then I had chemistry, and oh my god, the lab was a nightmare. My partner, Kevin, accidentally knocked over a beaker of blue dye, and it splashed all over my sneakers. These were my favorite white sneakers. I spent the rest of the morning smelling like a science experiment. It kept me from falling asleep in class, at least. I keep thinking about how we're going to spend this weekend. I saw this video of a girl making a giant fort out of blankets and fairy lights, and I thought, that's it. That's exactly what we need to do. We could just hide away from the world and watch old horror movies until our eyes hurt. I even saw a guy today at the cafeteria trying to balance 3 trays of food at once, and he tripped over a chair leg. Everything flew everywhere. Mashed potatoes, gravy, chocolate milk. It was like a slow-motion movie scene. The whole room went dead silent for a second, and then everyone started whispering. I wish you were there to see his face. He looked so confused, like he didn't understand how gravity worked. By the time history started, I was already losing my mind. The teacher was talking about the Industrial Revolution, and the room was so warm and stuffy. I kept staring at the clock, watching the second hand move so slowly. It felt like time was actually going backwards. I just wanted to reach out and text you, but I knew I'd get my phone confiscated. I kept staring at my notebook, and the lines on like waves. I had to take a deep breath and remind myself that it's almost the end of the week. At lunch, the girls were drama dumping about who's going to the prom with who, and it was so exhausting to listen to. Sarah was laughing so hard at a meme she saw that she actually, oh my god, she was so embarrassed. She turned the color of a strawberry. I almost choked on my soda. My stomach actually hurt from laughing so much. It was honestly the only highlight of my morning. The afternoon was just as weird. I had gym class and we had to play dodgeball. I spent the entire time hiding behind the bleachers because I didn't want to get hit in the face. One of the balls hit the teacher's coffee cup right out of his hand. It was the most impressive thing I've ever seen in that gym. I think I actually cheered a little too loud. On my way home, I was walking past that old bakery on 5th Street, and the smell of fresh cinnamon rolls was so strong. I almost walked inside just to stand there. It reminded me of that breakfast we had a few months ago. I stood there for a good minute, just breathing it in, thinking about you. I kept imagining us sitting in a small booth, sharing a giant coffee, and just talking about nothing. One day, right? One day we'll have our own place, and it'll always smell like cinnamon. I even saw a dog on the way back that looked just like a giant marshmallow. He was wearing a little red sweater, and he kept trying to chase his own tail in the grass. I stopped to pet him for a second, and he licked my hand. It made me feel so much better after such a long day. I'm so proud of myself for not just giving up and taking a nap in the library. It's really hard to stay focused when all I can think about is being. I was so tired I just sat on the porch for 10 minutes when I got home, just listening to the birds. I also checked the mail, but it was just bills and advertisements for pizza. I'll try to be more productive tomorrow. I just want you to know how much I appreciate you listening to me ramble. Are you still with me, baby? Your breathing is so deep and slow now. It's the most relaxing sound in the world. I'm so glad I'm finally home. I'm so glad I'm here with you. I don't care about the pop quizzes or the blue dye on my shoes or the rain anymore. Everything just disappears when I'm lying here next to you. I think I'm starting to get sleepy too. My eyes are getting heavy, just like yours. I'm just going to stay right here and listen to your heartbeat. I love you more than all the stars in the California sky, more than anything else in this world. Just sleep now, my handsome boy. I'll be right here when you wake up in the morning. Everything is perfect. Good night. dream of us. Sleep. I promise I won't talk your ear off tomorrow morning, but I had to get this out. You know how much I love sharing my day with you. Even the boring parts feel special when I tell you about them. Your hair smells like your shampoo, that fresh scent I love so much.